Aloha Kako, and welcome to Just and True. Today is, I think, November 28th. We're out here at the beach on this very chilly fall or winter day. I don't know your seasons too well. I kind of forget all about them. First of all, shout out to Marfugel. Last night I finally got to call in. The dude has so many callers. He's gotten so large. So thank you for the first time I've actually got a little exposure. And I have drastic changes to my followers. It might seem like nothing compared to the thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands that someone have, but it means a lot to me to have the few subscribers that I have. It means so much more to me. So thank you to every single subscriber that I have. And again, thank you to Mark, man. Adam at Marfugel News is doing such good work and such good reporting, and he's doing legitimate work, and he's talking about subjects that are life-saving and crucial. And he has a lot of stress and a lot of animosity and a lot of people targeting him. So prayers, good thoughts, and check out Marfugel. Obviously, everybody here has probably come from there. The other thing is Dana Ashley, John X, Richie from Boston. All these guys are amazing. I just got into a conversation a little while ago about monetizing these truther videos. What a lot of people get upset about is, oh, they're truthers, why do they have an ad up, why are they trying to make money off of me, why are they monetizing me? Well, one thing you'll never see on my show are ads at all. You'll never see any ads on this channel. You'll never see a Patreon. I'll never put up a plug for you to go buy something. But that's because I'm not doing dozens or 40 hours or 50 hours plus of research every week and pouring my heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears to get you guys groundbreaking, integrity-filled news. A lot of people don't realize how much work goes into those channels. Not this channel. This is more just from the heart and the spirit, and I have a lot of research coming up in future events. It'll be once a month. I'll have a really groundbreaking intelligence gathering, basically. But what people don't realize is how much work goes into it. Some of these guys spend 40 or 50 hours plus on everything from gathering the information to incorporating it away and writing themselves the scripts, and then sound like a dumbass like I do, just winging it. They also go through editing. There's post-production. I mean, there's tons of things that they have to do, and a lot of these people are dedicating a huge chunk of their time to you, and to me, and to getting the truth out there, and their channels that they're literally giving up hours of a steady paycheck. They could be going getting a job. They could. A lot of these people, like Marf, makes it very well known that he got booted out because of his beliefs. A lot of these people do. So give them credit where credit is due, man. They could go have a job. You could not have all of these amazing sources if they're out in the grind in the 9 to 5. So if they throw up an ad, or if they throw up multiple ads, or they put out a plug-in or tell you to go to a product, first of all, you're going to know that that product is good. Okay, if Richie from Boston tells you about something, or if Mark from tells you, or Dana Ashley, or anybody, Lisa, Lisa Haven, it's probably going to be a good product that you're going to want anyway. But other than that, don't hate on these people for monetizing their truth, because to a point, this is their job. They got to pay the bills, they got to keep the lights on, they got to keep themselves fed. So these guys are doing good work, and that's exactly what it is, work, and it's good. So no animosity to these people for putting up ads at all, okay? Because they deserve it. They absolutely do deserve it. And anytime I can afford it, I contribute to those guys as often as possible. Because I'm on YouTube constantly. I don't watch, I'm not on Netflix, I don't watch anything on, I don't even have TV, period. So I spend dozens and dozens and dozens, tens of hours on YouTube, and it's essentially free content. Free content for me, and how much would that cost in me to go to the movies, or in Netflix subscriptions, or for a cable bill? So we do owe them a lot. We owe them for the intelligence, we owe them for their time, and it's good to contribute, man. It's good to contribute. What are you going to do with your money anyway? You're just going to spend it on yourself. You might as well help someone else out. Which kind of leads me to my next, or the message of today for this video actually, is a lot of people out there in the prepping community, especially the ones here, not in the YouTube world, but the people I talk to on Island, a lot of people I talk to over the phone or in Washington State or California, have this this failed mentality. You know, they're preparing, so that they're a step ahead of most people in the fact that they believe that something will happen, something's definitely about to happen, and we need to be prepared for it. But they're preparing mostly for themselves. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you do that, you kind of miss the point. What we're doing, to the core of it, is trying to survive. It's a fight, it really is. It's a fight against the powers that be. But more than just, again, our battle is not a battle of flesh and blood, but about a battle of power, a battle of principalities, a battle against spiritual wickedness in high and heavenly places. So we need to come together and realize that we're actually preparing for each other, not ourselves. You need to speak to your neighbor, make a community around you. If you're trying to survive by yourself, you're not going to make it, first of all. But secondly, you're missing the point. Aren't all these problems we're facing today contributed to people trying to amass wealth or only look out for themselves? Right? I mean, you talk about the New World Order, the Rothschilds, you know, the gang, you talk about any of these shadow elite government types, any of the 300, the 13 bloodlines, all of them. That's all they do. They amass wealth for their small group, and they only support themselves. That's it. And what I'm hearing from a lot of preppers is that's exactly what they're doing. Some of these guys are saying, yeah, if anybody comes on my property, I'm going to shoot them, I'm not even going to ask questions. What? Where did that come from? You failed. If that's your mentality already, you lost the war before it began. You are you're still a sheep. You're still following their ways and their mentality. It's so programmed in you. The only thing that will defeat the evils, the tribulations, the true tribulations that you are to see in the next coming days is love and patience. That's it. Seriously. With those two things, you can make a great, strong community, you can make great, strong connections, and you will grow. Anybody by themselves will die. Ask any military operation. John X had a really good point the other day when he's talking about your household or your strong point, your bug out location, whatever it is, it's a forward operating base. And any forward operating base that's cut off from support will fail. Eventually, it will fail. That's what you are. Your bug out location or your shelter in place location, your home, that's a forward operating base. And you need to incorporate structure and personnel to help you out. That's a secular mind point, but the other thing is you need people. That's what this is about. Coming together, actually speaking from the heart and looking after each other. It's not just about pointing out the truths of, oh, they're lying to us about that, or they're trying to kill us with that. It's about coming together and realizing that when you're selfish and only looking out for yourself, that's where the problems arise. That's where people get into trouble. And we don't want that. So in the future, when you're prepping, try and prep with others. Man, if you go out and you get yourself some food, sorry, I was kind of just super winded today. If you go out there and you get yourself some food, or you're getting yourself some water or ammo, just make it a good practice to buy some for someone else. Do you know someone who's prepping right now that I almost ate shit? Excuse my language. Do you know someone who's prepping right now who can't afford to? You know, or someone who just wants to prep but just can't. They're in that struggle, they're in that grind, they're living paycheck to paycheck and there's nothing they can do. Well, go out and buy them a case of food, go get them some water, go get them some ammo, some batteries, some flashlights. Go out and invest in your community, and I'll tell you what, when the shit hits the fan, that community is going to respond to you in such great ways that you are going to be so glad that you lived with love. Love begets love, man. If you go out there and you help others, when anything hits the fan, they will help you. And that's just how it is. That's what we're supposed to be living our life anyway. And that's where every single one of our problems in this community and in this world derives from. It derives from hate and selfishness. Now, to battle hate and selfishness, you need love, patience, and generosity, charity. Those things are going to be your greatest aspect, your greatest ally in the future tribulations. You can have all the ammo, food, water supply in the world, but if you're alone, nobody likes you, and you haven't shown any love for anybody, go down, and you'll go down hard. Okay? It's all about allies. It's all about strengthening your community and your home. People need to get that out of their head, that their family's their blood. We are family. You watching this, you're my family. I'd take a bullet for you in a heartbeat. I don't care if we have differing opinions. I don't care if we have differing spiritual aspects. I don't care if we have different religions. Nothing, man. You and I are people. We breathe, we bleed, we die. We have the same enemy, okay? What we need to get over is this thing that we're trying to fight the enemy. We're not. That's not what preppers do. That's not what people, truthers do. We're not fighting the enemy. We're helping each other. That's the point. All these hierarchies, all they've done is fight their enemies, try and destroy, try and kill, try and manipulate, try and hoard wealth. We need to do the opposite. You love each other, you help each other, you stay honest with each other. We need to be better at telling truths than they are at telling lies. And that's it. You will survive in those moral ways and guidelines. You will survive and thrive, and you will have a community and a family like you've never even seen. I know lots of you people already have this mentality. I'm not saying that you don't, but there are tons of people out there that do. And it is scary to me. There are people out there prepping that think that that's what it's all about. Staying alive and surviving alone. That's not it. That's not how you help anybody. If anybody out there needs help, if anybody out there needs help prepping or needs anything, let me know and I will try my hardest to help you out. We can survive as a community, but we will die alone. How do we not understand that? The other thing I want to talk about today is this. A lot of people are thinking that this new world order and this that's coming right around the corner is something that's never happened before. It's something that's new, something that nobody's ever tried. Well, from Babylon to Hitler, it's been tried and tried and tried again, and they've all failed, every single one of them. This will be the greatest attempt, and in my opinion, it will be the last attempt. But don't fear. Fear is a tool and a weapon of the enemy. The second you start being afraid is the second you let hate and anger control, manipulate you. Don't be afraid, because that is when you're weakest. You have to be courageous, because that's where your strength lies. You're courageous, and not only yourself, you're courageous for the people around you. And you don't just love yourself, you love the people around you. Even if you don't know them. Especially if you don't know them. Most of the people I know are jackasses. Still love them. So, just keep that in mind, okay? Babylon begot what? Babylon, the Ottomans, Greece, Rome, we can go down. They all tried to control the world. Giant England, giant borders that just fell. And this is nothing but another step of that. Another giant organizations getting together to try and rule the world, Pinky and the Brain style. There's nothing new about this. But what we need to make new is that we're not fighting them. Let them fight each other. Let them kill themselves off. It will happen. We need to protect each other. Put your energy into protecting each other. Don't put your energy into fighting the enemy. Okay? How you fight the enemy is by loving your brother. Your enemy will hate that. And if you love your brother and you have your community strong, your enemy will fall. Okay? Love each other. It's funny that this guy, Robert Breaker, is pointing out to me this morning that we're America, and this is by far the seat of the New World Order. I mean, it is by far. The seats change, obviously, and it's a global organization of multiple different splinter cells, if you will. But it's funny to think about America is a country who is supposedly founded in freedom principles and liberty, a republic that the world has never seen before. But they started it by traveling to the New World. I've never really actually made that connection before. It doesn't really mean much, but it's huge, because that order is coming from the New World. And that hit me hard. It really did for some reason. It's just a silly thing, but it's true. I mean, we need to understand that this is Babylon. Babylon is a multi-nation conglomerate, and we need to fight it by helping each other, not by fighting the enemy. So I love you guys. It's a beautiful day out here. I think I'm gonna go try and catch some fish and then go to work. But before I do, I just want to show you guys some stuff out here. So that over there, that is the island of Molokai. That is where I was born. It is a gorgeous island where the lepers colony was a long time ago. It is super cool. And over there is the island of Lanai. And it is another amazing island. It has lots of history there. It's been decimated by agriculture, but they're slowly building it up now. Both these islands are roughly 7 to 10 miles away from me right now, and they're super cool because you can get on a boat, go over real quick, spend a day or spend a weekend, come back, and it's really good fun. So if any of you guys want to apply, please hit me up. And again, communicate to each other. If you know a ham operator, go out and talk to that ham operator. If you don't already have a handhold ham or some sort of radio, get that. Buy one for a friend you know. Buy one for your neighbor that you don't know. Communicate to them. Make plans. Love each other. Don't hate the enemy. Love each other. Aloha. Again, thank you guys all so much for coming. I really do appreciate all of the subscribers that I got. Big shout out to Marfugel again. Big shout out to Richie from Boston. That guy is awesome. Big shout out to Dana Ashley. If you guys don't already know, Dana Ashley is amazing. Looking at the world today through a scriptural standpoint, she is just a fantastic YouTuber. And of course, Lisa Haven. All there's dozens and dozens of them. You guys gather your information, but give it to others. Okay? I love you all. Mahalo. Have a great day, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Peace.